This is our site here in Clinton State Park in Lawrence, Kansas. And you can see it was a big site. And the best part was the playground right there. Kids would wake up every morning while we're getting ready. They would run over to the playground and play. Weird thing was the utilities were right here and we had to run them all the way to the back, the water and the electric. No sewer, but they do have dump stations. We're headed to a harvest host in Clinton, Missouri, which is a few hours. So we're packing up and kind of tight getting out here. If you notice, the spaces are pretty close together. Neighbor behind us right here, he parks his car right there, so that makes it tight back there too. But other than that, it's perfect going in this direction. It's just, you know, like parallel parking almost. We are officially driving through Kansas City, Missouri, a huge interstate through here, and it's very windy. The gusts are about 15 mile per hour with a consistent 7 mile per hour sustained, and it is a bit worrisome. Keeping our speed down around 60. They have some indoor skydiving over there on the right. So this looks like a pretty big suburb of Kansas City. It's called Overland Park. And we are looking for our exit because the interstate we were supposed to go down is dark red, which means it's backed up. So we're going down a detour state line road, and it should be coming up here in 2 3/4 miles. So we're just trying to stay out of everybody's way over here in the 4th lane. And so far so good. And we're doing about 7 miles per gallon, which is good for the wind. I know that sounds funny, but it is, because we could be at 6 and that is a bummer. And we only have about 80 miles to go, so not a huge trip today, thankfully, because this wind will really tire you out very quick. It's 90 degrees out here too, and there could be some severe thunderstorms in Kansas, and sometimes that's never good with, you know, a tornado state. So hopefully we don't run into any severe weather, and our exit's coming, and we'll update you once we get to our Harvest Host winery. We are now on State Line Road, so if you look to the right, that is Kansas, and if you look to the left, that is Missouri, and we're kind of just driving down the middle of them right now, which is rather interesting to see a state line. We've seen county lines divided like this, but I don't think I've ever seen a state line through the middle of a neighborhood like this. And the houses look really nice out here, nice part of town. We are officially in Missouri, and we're not looking back. So you know what that means. We're not in Kansas anymore. So now we don't have to worry about tornadoes or anything. So no Wizard of Oz, no Red Slipper. Just kidding. We're headed towards Joplin, and Joplin a while back had a really bad tornado. Tornadoes are definitely still prevalent in Missouri. Okay, we're turning into our place. It's called Old Crow Primitive Wine. And they have pizza, and they have food.
And ice cream.
And they have big bumps. Oh.
And big playgrounds.
No, they don't have a playground. That's the place we're going tomorrow. This place just has pizza and food.
We are here at our Harvest Host at a winery, and this is our setup right here. It's really flat, really decent. That's where we decided to park. It's kind of an overflow area. Walking in, they have pizza and ice cream and fudge. We just finished dinner. The pizza was amazing, like everybody said. And now we're walking outside here. We're gonna go fill up the tank real quick, maybe pick up a few groceries, and look at the view. We have like the most perfect view of the sunset right now. And where we are camping for the night is very convenient because we just ate dinner. Not there, that's the wedding barn where they have weddings and all different types of events. But over there, that's where the store is, and the restaurant, outdoor patio. And as you can see, it's pretty busy. They were having a baby shower. There were no cars here when we arrived, which made it easy to back in, but now it's all filled in, but there's still room. So it's definitely pretty adequate space. And we're gonna leave it here for a moment. How was your pizza, everybody?
It was spectacular.
It was really good, wasn't it, buddy? And you had your own big boy cup and everything. Melia, how was your salad with unlimited toppings?
She seemed to really enjoy that.
How was your pesto pizza?
It was really good.
There's the beautiful sunset. It is the morning at our third Harvest Host ever here. This one was a little bit different because there was no one here last night. Usually the owners live on site, but we're kind of at a full functioning business, so there was no one here. But check out our view in the morning. It's a nice huge field, very peaceful, very tranquil. Out this window is the view of the wedding barn. Out our back window is the woods. Everybody seemed to sleep pretty good. It was a little warm when we went to bed, around 80, and it cooled off down to 70, and now already at 9:30 in the morning it's 76. So if we don't get out of here, it is going to be hot again. We have been on the road for about an hour now. We're about an hour south of Clinton, Missouri, and we are on our way to Branson, Missouri, which is basically like a Pigeon Forge Gatlinburg, but bigger, I think. But the road we've been on, Missouri, I give them a 10 out of 10. We're on a back road, Missouri 13. It's been just like an interstate, very smooth. Even the concrete, sometimes you're like this. The concrete was smooth. The roads are nice and straight. The lines are nice and painted. The roads are really good here, so that makes stress go down quite a bit. It's a bit windy. We're kind of moving like this, it feels. Kind of like a boat in a way. Not enough wind like yesterday where it was literally feeling like this. Like it was like moving your head to the side and stuff. So we're making good time. It's only about noon. We just did our Walmart grocery order to be ready for pickup today at 5. So depending on how we do, we'll be good. This is the second time ever we don't have reservations where we're going. It's a first come, first served park, but they have like over 500 sites. And the guy said that this time of year we should be A-okay. So hopefully that's the case when we get there. Melia is very vocal this morning.
Yeah.
She is wanting to talk to the camera. Go ahead and tell us what you're saying. Oh, now you're silent. But when I'm talking... Okay. Yes. We'll have lunch when we get there, Melia. Okay, so that's our halfway update to Branson, and when we get there, we'll update you. This place we're going has a 4.7 on Google. It is the highest I've ever seen an RV resort on Google. And with RPI membership, which is based off Thousand Trails, it'll be $10 a night plus a $10 resort fee. We're looking at $20 a night for this place. And it has like a couple pools, playgrounds. It's kind of just like what a resort should be like when the RV places decide to use the word resort, but it's not. But this case, it might be an actual resort. So we'll see when we get there. And so far, weather is good. It's 82 right now and sunny, blue skies, and everything is good. We are now on Interstate 44 eastbound, and we're going to be coming up on the Branson, Missouri exit, which is 65 south. And it kind of reminds me when you're on Interstate 40 in Tennessee and you come up on the Pigeon Forge exit. We're right in the city of Springfield right now, which when you get near Pigeon Forge, you're in the city of Knoxville. Malia's getting a little upset back there, so we pulled out her device and we're seeing why she is upset. All right, there it is, officially the Branson exit. It is getting very hilly coming into Branson here, and it's windy, so I'm just letting the truck coast down this hill, but it's all the way up to about 74 miles per hour right now, which is very fast, and we have to prepare to get speed to get up this hill in front of us because it looks pretty steep. Every mile that we're getting closer to Branson, the hills are getting steeper and the rock formation is getting more interesting looking. Right there looks like stairs they cut out almost for the highway. And we're about maybe 20 miles outside of Branson right now. I guess you could climb that, yeah, if you had the right, yeah. You can hear the motor right now downshifting, and that's because this big curve right here. There's no speed rating for it, but you never know. And you only have so much time to brake. And it looks pretty moderate. Lots of rock formation now. We're like dropping down into a canyon here. We're going down another large hill, but I have to maintain a lower speed because the wind's really strong. Normally, if it was not windy, I would speed up. That way I could kind of get up that hill without using much fuel. Unfortunately, I can't do that now because a valley opens up here, and you want to watch out for open valleys because you can get strong crosswinds. And a bridge too, so that's never good. It's our first night in Branson. We went down, we got something to eat at Moe's, which was the first Moe's we've been to in thousands of miles, and it was Kids Eat Free Sunday. So we're super excited about that. And now we're ready to jump in the indoor pool here. And it's amazing because it's the middle of October, and we snuck out because it would be a very tough get together to bring all of them here right now. It's 9 o'clock and the pool closes at 10. So we kind of snuck down here. We walked like a half mile to get here, and here we are.
Hi, I want to jump in.
Okay, so we're gonna jump in. Here's the indoor pool, and I don't know the temperature of it or anything. And we are heading in. We've been swimming for about an hour. Security came in, closed all the windows. They're gonna have a big storm tonight, and Aubrey's just doing a few tricks in the pool. He said the storm's coming through tonight and there could be 50-mile-per-hour plus winds. He said no need to like worry, but it may be a sleepless night. So it'll be our first time ever in a storm. We've been doing so good this entire time. I don't think we've ever had a really bad thunder or windstorm. So it is Missouri, but it is October. It was in the mid 80s and the cold front's probably coming through. So hopefully it won't be too bad and we will be able to sleep. So we'll see. Today is our first full day here in Branson, Missouri, and we did absolutely nothing here as far as seeing the town or doing anything. We've been home all day and it was really windy. There were tornadoes within hours last night of us. The weather here didn't get too bad, but the wind during the morning was gusting up near 50 miles per hour, which we haven't really experienced much before. So the RV did well, it didn't shake. I didn't hear any air leaks or anything, but we didn't really want to go out and travel around the town. We don't know when the wind was gusting like that. You never know, trees and things like that. So we just kind of stayed home, and we decorated the RV for Halloween a little bit more. And now we're getting ready to cut open our pumpkin that we've been hauling with us ever since like Montana, and we are in Missouri. So we're gonna go ahead and slice this bad boy open and let the kids play with its guts and maybe carve a face depending on how it goes. So that is what we are doing today. I officially was able to remove the big old top. It's a very thick pumpkin. And
Yeah, and you can see pumpkin seeds.
yeah, and now it's time to remove all of the seeds out of there, right, buddy?
So it can be rotated.
Yeah, we use this huge knife.
Yeah, and now we can see inside.
Yeah, look, it's a very juicy pumpkin in
Guys,
there.
look at this.
Let me see. Oh, pumpkin brains. Melia will love this. Melia, come on up. Put your game pieces down
Can you eat
and stick your hands on in there.
Go ahead. No.
Go ahead, Melia.
No.
Go ahead. Don't be afraid.
How did I get
Go, Melia, go.
now floating, right?
There you go. This is right up your alley, see? You're
Dad,
just squeezing them and feeling the
it's
texture.
fine. It's not gonna
Yes, buddy?
Can you put them in the bin?
How do you get these? Yeah, put it
So this is Halloween, what, 2021 in an RV for the first time ever.